my name is Kani, and today's video is about a game I'm long overdue to make a video on, Wild Savanna. Based in the Serengeti National Park of Tanzania, Wild Savanna is a modern-day animal survival game where you can play as a variety of African animals. This game was made in 2015 and has been under reconstruction for Recode for a few years now. Many new models and animals have been announced, including the cheetah's new model, all of which I will be talking about in this video. The first animal I'd like to talk about is the African wild dog, otherwise known as the Lycaon pitkus. The African wild dog, despite popular belief, is not a member of the Canis genus. In fact, it is a part of its own distinct genus called Lycaon, and is the only member of that family that we know of. The African wild dog hunts and travels in packs of up to 27 individuals, with records even going up to 40. Their diet typically consists of impalas, wildebeests, antelopes, and greater kudu, though they will also target small animals if the opportunity arises. The Lycaon pitkus is currently in the game, though is very unfinished and not fleshed out fully. A remodel of this animal has been done recently, however, accompanied by 15 unique skins. This model is absolutely gorgeous, and a massive upgrade from the last. I especially love how they did the fur. The African wild dog also has some new emotes. There's an itching one, a very cute sneezing emote that reminds me of my dog, and a laying cleaning emote. One of the most famous animals in the savannah is the African elephant, scientific name Loxodonta. The African elephant travels in herds consisting of up to 25 members, though it's most typically in the 6 to 12 range. These herds consist primarily of female elephants or cows, led by a matriarch, whereas males or bulls leave the family at 12 to 15 years of age. Their diet consists of grasses, fruits, leaves, roots, and bark. The African elephant is objectively one of, if not the, most anticipated animal within the game. Unlike some of the other animals, the African elephant isn't currently featured within the game with an old model. However, the male African elephant has recently been modelled, and it looks amazing. Not only has it been modelled, but textured and painted too, even coming with multiple variants of tusks, with more on their way. We have yet to see any of the African elephant's animations, but judging by the quality of everything else, I'm sure they all look great. Now, for the African lion Panthera Leo players, you also have some exciting news. Many new animations and emotes have been revealed. The first one is some kind of sniffing animation, possibly triggered when sniffing someone's scent. There's a cute little stretch, and if you choose to meddle with a crocodile, these are the animations you should expect. The African lion does have yet to receive a remodel, however it isn't confirmed whether it will have one, at least to my knowledge. For you very tall giraffe enjoyers, you haven't been forgotten about either. An animation for the giraffe drinking has been made and it looks very lifelike. But what about the cheetah, the fastest land animal in the world? The cheetah, Cinonyx ubatus, I really hope I'm saying that right. Male cheetahs, typically brothers, travel and hunt in groups called a coalition, while females prefer solitude, except when raising cubs. Cheetahs are pursuit predators, relying on their short yet powerful bursts of speed to cover enough distance to take down their prey. They usually prefer hunting medium-sized, hoofed animals like gazelles, impalas, and springbok. Though, like wild dogs, they will also take the opportunity to hunt small animals if the opportunity arises. The cheetah does have a model that is currently in the game, however, it is an outdated one. A new model for the cheetah has been made, as you can see in the thumbnail, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Compared to the old model, this is such an improvement in every way. The texture and fur makes it look incredibly lifelike. The facial rig features pupils that can be dilated, which is an awesome detail. A full phlegm response when snarling, and a lot more. We also have a lot of new cheetah animations. There's a trot, a canter, and even the top speed that the cheetah can go, a sprint. Even the newest animation as of recording, the stretch, which is very cute. Leopard players, you also haven't been forgotten about. Different animations have been made for the leopard soaring cool, depending on your current state, all of which I'll be playing in the background as the video is pretty long. But if you want to see it for yourself, the video is in the Wild Savanna Discord server. The Cape Buffalo has also received a new model for both male and female. These models are both a work in progress, but they are looking great so far. The little egret is another animal whose model is currently a work in progress. For you crocodilian players, there's also some exciting news. The new female Nile crocodile, scientific name Crocodilus niloticus, model is currently a work in progress, and we also get to see an animation of two fighting head-on called Snout Bite Point. The male ostrich model is also currently a work in progress. The iconic stripy equine, the plain zebra, scientific name Equus quagga, has received a new model as well. We have had a video displaying the plain zebra, featuring calls and different animations. However, the video being almost a year old might make it a little bit outdated. And what about the AI? Well, we have had two confirmed AI animals, being the African Savanna hare, serving as a prey option for birds of prey and other small carnivores, and the puff adder, a venomous AI. Now, moving on to terrain and map work. We have been fortunate enough to receive many sneak peeks for the upcoming shrubbery and overall environment, and it seems to be coming together really well. The first one we will be looking at is the sausage tree. The sausage tree, or Kigelia africana, is a tree native to riverbanks, open woodlands and savannas. The Kigelia can grow to upwards of 20 to 25 meters, or 65 to 80 feet, and produces sausage-looking fruits, as the name entails, these fruits being poisonous, uncooked to humans. This tree will be featured within the game, and we have already received some good looks at it. The Solanum campylacathem, bitter thorn apple, will also be featured within the game. This plant is a toxic shrub. However, something that makes the sausage tree and bitter thorn apple different is that the sausage tree is only really toxic to humans, whereas the bitter thorn apple is toxic to the majority of animals. We also see terrain and texture work with an appearance from the plain zebra, eroded riverbanks, river terrain concepts, textures featuring small rocks which looks really nice, and a shore or sediment wash of Lake Ndutu, with zebra and other shrubs in the background. Lastly, a rework of the GUI universal base stats has been completed. I suspect that the red is hunger, blue is thirst, purple may be stamina, and the paw, like in Echo Sabrea, might indicate health. And that is all for today's video. I put in a lot of effort researching all of this, and I really hope you all enjoyed. The Wild Savanna Recode is really coming together, and I'm definitely looking forward to hearing more about the game's development. Let me know what animals you're excited to play as in the comment section below, as well as things I might have missed. I am personally probably going to play as the cheetah and lichen pitkus quite a lot. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, stay safe.